Hi everyone! Welcome back. This is your cheesy fool, and today is another Taoist Magic video. And make sure you check out the link in the description below to begin your free initiation to get started getting your Taoist name, your heart spell, and everything, and all that stuff going, so that you can learn the magic today to cultivate your beads. Cultivating the beads is one of the most critical thing that you should be doing. These are very useful tool. Not only that they are used for counting, but they're also a magical tool that can be a lifesaver and power booster for you whenever you need those extra help. So let us get into the cultivation part. And before I begin, let's review the heart spell that you should be having in the description below. Some no chu sa zai cha, dai hen wei ning, give you ten extra cha cha ning. Okay, so there goes the heart spell. You'll be using the heart spell to cultivate the bead. And if you're more advanced in the lineage, you could be using the bead to cultivate other spells to put in other kinds of powers into the beads as well. But today we're just going to talk about the heart spell because it's most important and the most basic one that you should be doing. Okay, so these beads, we already talked about how to clean them. So before you cultivate, you should be cleansing the bead first. Okay, so after cleansing, then you can start using the beads. Now, these beads, there are many different kinds. There are the long ones for your neck, like this. There are the short one for the for your wrist, and there are also some like long one that you can like loop a few like that, loop a few rounds around your wrist. So many different types. It doesn't really matter which one, but you can pick the one that you want. It's just about like bigger beads, more beads, like that. And is it more the better? Well, not always. Okay, you will know. Just like when you choose your clothing, sometimes you want a long sleeve, sometimes you want short sleeve, right? When I pick my beads when I go outside, the most common one I use is the wrist one because they're like so small and easy to carry around and they don't feel like a lot of stuff. But sometimes if you want more power and you're like really doing something important, then I might put on the big one, just for more power in that area. Anyway, so how to cultivate them? Well, here is the first method, which is using your left and right hand to count the spell. So before you start, you need to always do this. Okay, put the bead on the table and you'll be doing your heart spell Sun Kut. Some no zu xia zai cha, dai hen wei ning, give you, and extra ning cha cha ning. Stomp the left foot, stomp the right foot, go like that, and point toward the bead. And then go like this and lead the power into the bead. Stomp the right foot, and cut off the connection. Okay, when you stomp the left foot, I said this many times already, but anyway, let me repeat. So here's the heart. Okay, you stomp the left foot, your heart will have power go inside, the magic power. When you stomp the right foot, this goes outside and then out here. So it's kind of like float on top of your finger. You go like this, pull, point, blow, and this will float. Okay, so it's floating. So you need to go like that to give it a direction to go down. Now it goes onto the beat. Then you stomp your right foot, and that cuts off your connection with this thing. So you put in that power into the beat first. This this is what we call putting in your magic seed. Okay, so you put in the seed first. Next is to choose left or right hand to hold it, and then you will pick the first beat. Usually, it has like a special one, or for here, I have like a decoration thing right here, so it counts as number one or like the zero. So from here, you can put like on your finger like that, and you can keep counting as you recite the spell. So you close you hold this in hand, and then you kind of relax and close your eyes, and you can sit down and you count. So you recite the spell one time, count one beat. Recite the spell, count one beat, and keep pushing, pushing, pushing until the next cycle. Okay, very simple. Now you can do it with the left or the right hand. It has different meaning. Okay, when you use the right hand to count, you are putting in more power. Okay, you're putting in the power. So making this thing more powerful is like injecting more juice into it. So everyone should be doing this as their first kind of cultivation, right? And then when you count with the left hand, you're sucking up that power from the inside into your body. This is used when you want to cultivate and have this thing like this power bank to put the power into your body, to cultivate the power into yourself. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, if you, let's say, got a bead from me, okay, like if I empower your bead, or you burn some of my food and burn into your bead, and there's like power inside that got injected into here, right? Then you will take this and cultivate with the left hand to grab that power and suck it into your body, so it goes into your heart. And now you, when you cultivate, you are the one that get benefit. Okay, when you cultivate with the right hand, it's like this thing is empty and you keep pushing in power. So you fill up the thing with the power, and that is how you put in power to the beads. Okay, so for the long one, it's the same. It's just more beads to count. Usually the risk is like 15, 18, something like that beads. So you can keep cycling. Okay, you can keep going. The other one is 108 usually. Sometimes they put a little bit more, but it's just the same idea. So it doesn't really matter exactly how many, right? It's just a lot of beads, okay? So more beads per cycle. um, it doesn't really have to be that exact about the amount of time that you cultivate. Um, so you can do as many as you want, or you can stop early if you want. If you're like not in the mood, it's better to stop and then do it whenever you're in condition. Okay, so the bead cultivation is just like so simple like that, right? And well, this kind of cultivation, you treat the bead like a power bank, and you put in the power or you take out the power. So usually we put in the power all the time. And so when you're like in need of help, you can take the bead and just like activate it and use the power inside. So we talk about activating, right? It activated with your heart spell. So if I'm like going outside and I feel that there's some stuff going on that is like I need some help, right? I will take the bead with my left hand, and I can keep using this to chant as I like chant the heart spell in my heart, or with like quietly, and you press every dot to like suck up the power to here, right? You keep sucking up, sucking up, sucking up like that. And so you keep energizing your heart, okay, as you go like that. Okay, so this is the most simplest way to cultivate the beads, by counting. Okay, very simple. Now, one more bonus method for you guys is to cultivate the bead at your altar. Okay, so at your altar, you already have an altar if you initiate it. So you burn 3 incense with your heart spell, and you tell your Josie, I am here to cultivate my bead, right? And then you take your bead and circle 3 times clockwise to connect the bead and the incense pot. And then after you're done, okay, you can be in front of the altar and sit down, and you can cultivate the heart spell. Okay, so you can go like this, okay, like this, heart, incense, and sign, and then you keep reciting the heart spell, heart spell, heart spell, heart spell, heart spell. When you cultivate the heart spell like that, this will also like power up with your heart spell. The bead will also do the same. So when you're done, okay, you bow and you open your eyes. Now your heart spell power goes here and here goes here, and they're all energized together. So that is also a way to cultivate with the altar and having the beads on the altar. And this method can allow you to cultivate multiple beads at once. Okay, so you can like do the same thing to like maybe five or something chain of beads and put them all here and cultivate them in one go. This method usually is like when people come to the like here or somewhere, like they have an altar, right? And you can put the beads on the altar, and the master will link up everything together and then cultivate them in one go, just like that. Okay, so that can be done as well. So this is how you can cultivate the bead, and whenever you are not using the bead, you can put them back to the altar and have your god look after it for you. Okay, so that's it for this video. Super easy, and start cultivating. Also, you should be keeping track of your cultivation. So if you're doing your beach cultivation, you should mark it on the calendar every day. You do one time, you do a check, and you can count how many check marks you have, and you can like kind of discipline yourself to say, oh, I'm doing like a cycle of 10 days or 49 days, 108 days, like get yourself disciplined, and so you have a goal to aim for, and don't stop, like consecutive days, and that is even better for your cultivation. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Remember to comment, subscribe, like, and check out the links below. Bye bye.